It was the first day of spring semester at a university in Sydney. The lecture hall buzzed with chatter as students settled into their seats. In the middle row, a quiet boy named Liam sat with his notebook open, his pen resting on the page. Every day, Liam chose the same seat, third row, second from the aisle. He liked routine. It gave him comfort. But what caught his attention more than the lectures was the seat right next to him. For the first few weeks, it was always empty. He wondered why. Was the student who owned that spot late? Had they dropped the course? Or were they just invisible, someone he hadn't noticed yet? Then one morning, the seat was filled. A girl with curly hair and a tired smile slipped into it, whispering, "Sorry," as she settled down. Her name was Maya. From then on, the seat wasn't empty anymore. She came regularly, always rushing in at the last moment, always with a messy pile of books. She seemed distracted, sometimes lost in thought, but when she smiled, the whole row felt brighter. Over time, Liam noticed things. She always carried an old sketchbook. She doodled while the professor spoke, filling the margins with little drawings. She often skipped lunch, sitting quietly alone. And she always looked tired, as if life outside the classroom weighed heavily on her. One day, when class ended, her sketchbook slipped from her hands. Papers spilled onto the floor. Liam bent to help her gather them and paused. The pages were filled with beautiful sketches, portraits, landscapes, even little comics that made him smile. "You're really talented," he said softly. Maya blushed. "Thanks. It's just a hobby." But Liam could see it was more than that. Over the weeks, they grew closer. They shared jokes during lectures, exchanged notes, and sometimes walked out of class together. Yet, behind Maya's smile, Liam sensed something unspoken. Then one day, the seat was empty again. And it stayed empty. Days passed, then weeks. Liam waited, each class staring at the vacant chair beside him. He asked around, but no one seemed to know why she wasn't there. Finally, at the end of the semester, Liam bumped into another student who knew Maya. He learned the truth: she had been struggling with her health, balancing hospital visits with school. Eventually, she had to withdraw from classes. Liam stood silently, the weight of her absence sinking in. That night, he opened his notebook and found one of the doodles she had once slipped onto his page. A little sketch of him sitting at his desk, looking serious. At the bottom, she had written, "Don't forget to look up. The world is bigger than your notes." Tears blurred his vision. He realized that the empty seat wasn't just an absence. It was a reminder that every person around us carries unseen battles, and sometimes, the briefest connections leave the deepest marks. From then on, whenever Liam saw an empty seat, he no longer thought of it as just space. He thought of Maya. And he promised himself he would never ignore the people sitting quietly beside him again.